Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the Washington quarter dollar, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Have you ever come across a 2000 American Washington quarter dollar and thought it was just spare change? Well, you might want to stop and take a closer look, because hiding in plain sight could be a coin that turns your pocket change into a small fortune. Some of these unassuming 25-cent coins, especially those from proof sets, have shocked collectors and stunned auctions with their staggering value, reaching up to $39,000. Yes, you heard that right. What looks like a simple quarter could be worth more than a brand new car. Now imagine this. You're going through an old coin jar, maybe one you inherited from a grandparent, or just found tucked away in storage. You find a shiny 2000 Washington quarter that looks just a bit too perfect. The detail is sharp, the finish is mirror-like, and it almost seems untouched by time. That might not be an ordinary quarter. That might be a proof coin from a US Mint proof set. And if it's the right one? You're not just holding 25 cents, you're holding treasure.so. What makes this 2000 Washington quarter so incredibly valuable? The answer lies in the details. Proof coins are made differently. They're struck multiple times with specially polished dies, giving them that sharp, glossy, deep cameo appearance. The design pops with precision, and the fields, the flat parts of the coin, are like glass. These coins weren't made for circulation. They were made for collectors, carefully stored and protected in government-issued proof sets. But over time, some have been removed, mishandled, or even spent by accident, and a few rare examples have become incredibly valuable. One key factor that drives the value is condition. A pristine proof coin graded PR70 by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC is essentially a perfect coin, flawless under magnification. And it's these top-graded coins that can skyrocket in value. Collectors are always hunting for perfection, and they're willing to pay serious money to get their hands on it. But wait, it gets even better. Not all 2000 proof quarters are created equal. Some proof coins were struck with special die varieties or mint errors that make them even more rare. Double dies, off-center strikes, or deep cameo contrasts can multiply the value instantly. A regular proof quarter might be worth a few dollars, but a perfect example with rare characteristics? That's when the value starts jumping into the thousands. Let's talk real numbers now. Verified auction records have shown that specific 2000 Washington quarter dollars, removed from proof sets and graded at the highest level, have sold for as much as $2,700, and even up to $39,000. That's not a fantasy. That's not a rumor. That's real money changing hands for a coin you might have overlooked. Just imagine turning a simple, shiny quarter into thousands of dollars. It's the kind of story you hear in the news, the kind that makes you run to your coin jar and start digging through every last piece. This isn't just about coins. It's about discovery. It's about turning knowledge into profit. And it's about never looking at pocket change the same way again. So the next time you find a 2000 Washington quarter, don't ignore it. Check if it's from a proof set. Look for that mirror finish. See if it could be a deep cameo. And if it looks flawless, it might be worth grading. Because that little coin could be your big payday. From just 25 cents to $2,700, and yes, even up to $39,000. Don't miss out. Start checking your change today. Top 2. If you've ever come across an old coin and wondered if it could be worth more than face value, you're not alone. And today, we're diving into a coin that could turn your pocket change into a small fortune, the 1992 Washington quarter dollar from the proof set. This is not just any ordinary quarter. We're talking about a coin that was struck with special care, mirror-like fields, and sharp frosted details, a coin that collectors are desperately searching for. And yes, believe it or not, the right one can fetch tens of thousands of dollars. So before you spend it or toss it into a coin jar, listen closely. This might just be the video that changes how you look at your loose change forever. Now, let's talk about why the 1992 quarter from the proof set is making waves in the coin collecting world. The Washington quarter, introduced back in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, has seen many design changes and mint variations over the decades. But the 1992 proof quarter is something special. It was struck at the San Francisco Mint, specially produced for collectors, and never meant to enter circulation. These coins were packaged in proof sets sold directly by the U.S. Mint. They feature an incredibly sharp strike, deeply mirrored surfaces, and stunning eye appeal. But what really matters to collectors, and what sets the big money apart from the rest, are two words: condition and rarity. You see, not all proof coins are created equal. Over time, many have developed marks, hairlines, or other imperfections due to mishandling, storage, or environmental factors. But when a 1992 proof Washington quarter remains in pristine condition, we're talking deep cameo contrast, perfect fields, no visible flaws under magnification. That's when collectors are willing to throw serious money on the table. It's the kind of coin that gets certified by major grading companies like PCGS or NGC with the elusive PR70 deep cameo grade. That perfect 70 is where the magic happens, and where the money is. Imagine this: a single 1992 proof Washington quarter, plucked straight from a proof set and preserved immaculately for decades, getting that top grade and being auctioned to hungry collectors. That's where things go from just a quarter to jaw-dropping prices. And make no mistake, collectors aren't just buying a coin. They're buying history, perfection, and prestige. This isn't something you'll find in your everyday pocket change, but if you've ever bought a proof set, inherited one, or seen one in a coin shop or flea market, it's worth taking a second look. Now here comes the part you've been waiting for: the value. When we say this coin is worth money, we mean serious money. While lower graded proof examples may be worth only modest amounts, the rare perfect grade 1992 proof Washington quarter has sold for astonishing figures. One such pristine coin has commanded an incredible $2,700 at auction. But that's just the beginning. The most flawless, high-demand, investment-grade specimens have shattered records, with jaw-dropping sales reaching as high as $67,000. Yes, you heard that right, $67,000 for a quarter. So next time you see a proof set from the early 90s, don't just glance over it. Open it carefully. Examine the coins. Look at that 1992 Washington quarter under the light. Do you see that deep mirror finish? That frosty image of George Washington? That untouched, pristine surface? If it looks perfect, you just might be holding a piece of American numismatic gold. The coin world is full of surprises, and sometimes, the biggest treasures come in the smallest sizes. So before you spend it, check it. Before you toss it, flip it. And who knows, that one little coin sitting in a forgotten proof set could be your ticket to a life-changing payday. Top 3. The 1989 Washington quarter dollar from the proof set is a coin that collectors and enthusiasts alike have been eyeing for years. This isn't just any ordinary coin. It's part of the famed U.S. Mint's proof set, a collection of coins struck with a meticulous process to ensure perfect detail, high quality, and most importantly, rarity. Now, let's break down why this coin is so valuable and why it might be hiding right in your pocket change, waiting to be discovered. First off, what exactly makes the 1989 Washington quarter so special? In terms of design, this coin stays true to the iconic Washington quarter that's been a staple of American coinage for generations. The obverse features the revered portrait of George Washington, and on the reverse, you'll find the heraldic eagle, symbols that have stood the test of time. But here's where it gets exciting. The 1989 proof set Washington quarters were struck with exceptional care, meaning the surfaces are pristine, the details sharp, and the finish absolutely flawless. But what truly drives up the value of this coin isn't just its beauty, it's the fact that it was part of a limited edition. Proof coins are not released in the same quantities as regular mint coins. This means there are fewer of them in circulation, which automatically increases demand, especially for collectors who are always on the lookout for a piece of American history in near-perfect condition. So, let's talk numbers. The value of a 1989 Washington quarter proof can vary widely, depending on its condition. However, this coin, in top-tier proof quality, can fetch anywhere from $2,700 to a staggering $59000. Yes, you heard that right, up to $59,000. This incredible price isn't just a fantasy, it's a reality for the lucky few who manage to find one in mint condition. But don't be fooled. Not every 1989 Washington quarter is going to be worth that kind of money. The key here is finding one in proof condition, coins that are as close to flawless as possible. When these coins are properly graded and come from a trusted source, their value skyrockets. You might not even need to find one in your pocket change, but keep an eye out when browsing coin shops, auctions, or estate sales, because if you're lucky enough to come across one, it could change your financial future. Now, you're probably wondering how you can tell if your 1989 Washington quarter is the real deal. The best way to determine this is through professional grading. A coin that's been graded by trusted organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, will give you a solid idea of its worth. These organizations evaluate the coin based on its appearance, quality, and overall condition. A perfect grade could make all the difference in your coin's value. In the world of coin collecting, Washington quarters hold a special place, and the 1989 proof set is one of the most desirable among them. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, finding a 1989 proof quarter could be the key to unlocking serious wealth. Just think, what if this coin is sitting in your collection right now, waiting for you to discover its true worth? Imagine the excitement of holding a piece of American history that could sell for as much as $59000. It's not just a quarter, it's an investment. A treasure that could turn into a game changer in your financial life. So, what are you waiting for? Start checking your coins, because this rare find might just be hiding where you least expect it. Top 4. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves to find hidden treasures in your pocket change, you're in for a real treat today. I'm about to share an incredible story about a specific coin that could be sitting in your collection, or even in your spare change, right now, the 1985 American Washington quarter dollar. This coin is not just another piece of change, it's an absolute gem, and its value could blow your mind. I'm talking about a coin that could be worth anywhere from $2,700 to a whopping $59000. Now, hold on a second, you might be wondering. What makes the 1985 Washington quarter so special? Well, let me tell you, this coin, especially when it comes from a proof set, is no ordinary quarter. Proof sets are produced with exceptional care, using specially polished dies and highly reflective finishes. These sets were initially sold to collectors by the U.S. Mint, and the coins are in a class of their own when it comes to quality and scarcity. But here's where the magic happens: not all 1985 Washington quarters are created equal. The ones you need to keep your eyes peeled for are the proof coins, and more specifically, the ones with unique, rare characteristics. Some of these rare quarters have sold for as much as $59000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $59000. Now, you might be thinking, is this even possible? You bet it is. These rare 1985 proof set quarters are sought after by collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for coins in impeccable condition. The reason these coins can fetch such high prices is because of their limited mintage and pristine condition. When these coins are graded as PR70, which is a perfect grade, their value skyrockets. We're talking about coins that could fetch you an amount that could change your financial future, but let's break this down even further. Imagine you have a 1985 Washington quarter, and it's in perfect condition, no scratches, no blemishes, just flawless. This coin could easily fetch you thousands of dollars, especially if it's from the proof set. Even a coin in less than perfect condition could still bring in some serious cash, potentially worth anywhere from $2,700 upwards. And don't forget, this is still a quarter, a piece of currency you probably wouldn't give a second thought to. So, what should you be looking for in this 1985 Washington quarter? First, look for the proof version. You can easily identify proof coins by their high quality, mirror-like finish. But remember, it's not just about looks, condition is everything. If you have one of these coins and it's in mint, flawless condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. The higher the grade, the more your coin will be worth. For example, a PR69 grade coin could already be worth thousands, and as the grade goes higher, so does the value. If you've got a proof set coin, you might want to consider having it professionally graded. There's a huge difference in value between a coin that's been graded and one that hasn't. So, if you're serious about cashing in on your 1985 Washington quarter, get it evaluated by a trusted professional to see just how much it could be worth. So, where can you find these coins? The 1985 Washington quarter is still out there in circulation, but the ones from proof sets are much rarer, so don't just assume you'll stumble upon one in your pocket change. If you're looking to buy one, make sure you're sourcing from reputable dealers who specialize in high quality, rare coins. In conclusion, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1985 Washington quarter is a coin that should definitely be on your radar. With values ranging from $2,700 to an incredible $59,000, this is one quarter that could make a massive difference in your collection, or even your bank account. So, start checking those coin jars, go through your old collections, and remember, it's not just a quarter, it could be your ticket to something much more. Keep hunting, and happy collecting. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on valuable coins and how to turn your pocket change into real profit. Top 5. If you've ever wondered whether a simple coin could change your life, then you won't want to miss this. Today, we're diving into one of the most sought-after treasures from the U.S. Mint, the 1982 Washington quarter dollar. But not just any 1982 quarter, this one's from the proof set, and it's got some serious value that you probably didn't know about. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be checking your change to see if you've got a hidden fortune just waiting to be discovered. So, what makes the 1982 Washington quarter from the proof set so special? Well, first off, let's talk about proof coins. Proof coins are not like the regular circulation coins you're used to seeing in your pocket change. These are meticulously crafted, polished to a mirror-like finish, and specifically produced for collectors. They're struck multiple times to ensure perfection in every detail, and that's exactly why they stand out in the world of numismatics. The 1982 Washington quarter, especially from the proof set, is no exception. Now, here's the exciting part. Most of us don't give much thought to the coins in our pocket, but you might be holding on to a valuable treasure without even realizing it. The 1982 Washington quarter, when it comes from a proof set, could be worth far more than you'd expect. These coins, because of their unique design and the fact that they were specially minted for collectors, have appreciated over time, and not just by a small margin. Some of these rare gems have sold at auction for as much as $2,700 to $89,000. Yes, you heard that right, up to $89,000, you might be asking. Why the huge range in price? The value of these coins depends on a few important factors, like their condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. A well-preserved 1982 proof Washington quarter in mint condition can fetch a price at the higher end of that spectrum, especially if it's graded by a professional organization like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Coins that are given a grade of PR 70 DCM, which stands for Proof 70 Deep Cameo, represent the pinnacle of quality. This is the kind of coin that commands the highest price at auctions. But even if your coin isn't graded as a perfect PR 70 DCM, it still holds substantial value. A 1982 proof quarter in lower grades can still fetch hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. Imagine that you're just casually flipping through some old coins and you come across one of these. You might not even know it at first, but that quarter in your hand could be worth far more than you could ever imagine. Let's talk about why the 1982 Washington quarter in particular stands out. The design of the quarter hasn't changed much over the years, But the 1982 proof version has a particular appeal because it was struck during a time of transition in the U.S. mint's history. In the early 1980s, proof coins were produced with a special kind of attention to detail, making them some of the most finely crafted coins ever to be released to the public. If you have one of these coins in your collection, you're holding onto a piece of American history, and potentially a massive fortune. To check the value of your 1982 proof Washington quarter, you'll want to look for specific signs of quality. The first thing to check is the finish. Proof coins have that stunning mirror-like surface, which sets them apart from the regular coins in circulation. Next, examine the details on the coin, especially the appearance of George Washington's face and the eagle on the reverse side. The more crisp and sharp the details, the higher the value of the coin. Now, let's talk about selling. If you think you've got one of these valuable quarters in your possession, don't just rush to the first dealer you see. Get your coin professionally graded to understand its true value. Once graded, you can find a reputable auction house or coin dealer who can help you sell it for top dollar. Whether you sell it for $2, $700 or go all the way to $89,000, this is the kind of find that could change your life. It's no secret that the world of coin collecting is filled with hidden gems, and the 1982 Washington quarter from the proof set is one of the best kept secrets in numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to learn about coins, this is the kind of coin you'll want to keep an eye out for. Don't let the chance to cash in on a valuable find slip through your fingers. Take a close look at the quarters in your collection and check those proof sets. You never know when you'll stumble across something that could make you a small fortune. So, if you think you might have a 1982 Washington quarter proof set, or even if you're just curious about how much it could be worth, make sure to do your research and get that coin professionally graded. Who knows? You might be sitting on a $2,700 to $89,000 treasure. If you found one of these, your life could be changed forever. Happy hunting, and make sure to check your change carefully.